It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Broncos and the Raiders, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders, they've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
We go from Denver. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about it being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not...
Smith going to go to the air first play. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Smith. Throw left side complete to Harry. Only able to gain a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Smith. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. 2nd down, Cousins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From his goal line here, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now Cobb to return. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Cousins now. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That's complete to Cobb.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing is Cousins. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The Raiders at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
On play action, Cousins.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Patrick Ricard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Smith. And the catch made by Johnson. Stopped shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. From the 44, Smith.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty.
And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
They still can't get him. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins.
A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Cousins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder, pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Now Geno on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. On 1st down, it's Smith. He finds his man Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
On the draw is Taylor.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Cousins. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Cousins. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. Caught by Cobb.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marvin Jones in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders would extend their lead here just before halftime.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. So that drives 7 plays in length,
and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin by heading out to Southern California. Kansas City and the LA Chargers in an AFC West matchup. And it's the Chiefs who are out in front as they move towards halftime. Ryan Tannehill throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, we'll take the trip east to Wisconsin to check on the Packers at home at Lambeau. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Jacoby Brissett, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. The Vikes trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. On now to a check on the next-gen stats in the first half for the Raiders. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 11 now, Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Raiders first down.
Cousins. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Here's Cousins. And Brate has it over the middle.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lewis. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. First and Gordon at the 7-yard line.
Again, here's Pirine. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Samaje Perine, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Smith.
And complete to Drake London.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They give to Taylor out of the gun to about the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Smith. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And the ball is knocked out.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
Cousins gives this to Perine. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
On 1st down, Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Smith.
Throw left side, there's London.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
A 10-yard gain, but it's 4th down.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down.
Got his man, it's London. And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To the air again, Smith.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. From the gun, here's Smith. Got his... And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Geno. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders 1st down.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Las Vegas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.